Log on to fitmanperformance.com for the latest and greatest truth about training, nutrition, recovery, and unleashing your inner greatness. And download your copy of my groundbreaking ebook, Use Speed to Get Lean, the Sprinting Handbook for Lifters at usespeedtogetlean.com.
What you say?
Hey everybody, it's your man Fitman, head performance coach right here at the Fitman Performance Center. And today's topic, we're going to get into why you are not successful. Now, there are many lifters and many trainees, many athletes in this iron game who have not attained the levels of success that they were looking to attain when they got started. You may have lifters that are still weak, and lifters who are still lacking muscle, and athletes who are still fat, and trainees who are still using bad form in the exercises. There's one reason why you're not successful, and that reason is that you keep blaming everybody else for your lack of success. So why do people blame? Blaming is easier than taking accountability. If I say, well, I'm not strong in the bench press because of the training program, then it gives me an out. If I say, well, I'm not fast on the track because of the coach, it gives me an out. If I say, well, I haven't built enough muscle because of the foods I'm eating, it gives me an out. But all that is fake hustle. All that is trying to find an escape route, trying to be a lifting Houdini and escape the truth. Because the truth is that you got to look at the man or the woman in the mirror and take accountability. It's not the training program as to why your bench press hasn't gone up. Did you ever think about those 3 months of workouts that you missed? Did you think about all the meals that you skipped? Did you think about all the late nights you spent partying and then showing up to train on 3 to 4 hours of sleep? You never factored that in. But the first thing you want to do when you're not at your goal, when you benched 135 on day 1 and then you benched 135 on day 90, you want to blame the training program. Well, the program doesn't work, so I'm going to just hop to a new one. You are the definition of a fitness nomad. I know many of them throughout my career in the iron game. I've seen them. They pop from gym to gym. They pop from trainer to trainer, diet to diet, program to program. And guess what happens at the end of 5, 10, 15 years? They look the exact same or worse than when they started because they never committed to anything seriously. It's not the food's fault that you're still fat. What about when you keep overeating that food? You want to blame the salmon. Oh, I had salmon one day and I had rice one day and it didn't work. But the rest of your meals that day, you was at the Golden Arches. You was at the Dunkin'. You was getting it in with junk food. You didn't factor that in. But you had one meal of salmon, rice, and broccoli and said, well, I tried that once and that didn't work. But I'm gonna forget about all these other bad meals I've had and just say the diet didn't work. There's a reason why you're still fat. There's a reason why you're still out of shape. There's a reason why you're still weak. I used to be that guy coming out of high school. Same exact guy. Well, I'm not fast because of coach. Or I'm not on the team because of coach or he likes the other players or he's playing favorites. All the fake hustle I used to convince myself of. You know what the real reason was? I wasn't going to off-season workouts. I wasn't eating correctly. I wasn't training hard. I expected to just show up when the season started and make the team. How silly is that? How stupid is that thought process? And then what's even worse is trying to blame everybody else for it. And I was that guy. And once I started to look in the mirror and take accountability, You're not strong because of you. You're not fast because of you. You're not muscular because of you. You're not where you want to be because of you. You don't have your own gym because of you. Once I took accountability for where I was, everything changed. I got stronger. I got more muscular. I got leaner. I got faster. I got my own gym because I took accountability and took responsibility. So you've got to stop blaming the next man. Stop blaming the next woman. Stop blaming your mother. Stop blaming your father. Stop blaming your kids. Stop blaming your job. Stop blaming your spouse. Stop blaming your past for where you are right now, because right now you've got the power to make changes. And if you're not willing to make the changes, and if you're not willing to look in the mirror and say, you know what, it's that person who's responsible for where I am, you're not gonna make it in this iron game. You're not gonna be successful in life. You're gonna remain unhappy, remain unsatisfied, remain unfulfilled because of a lack of accountability. So you've got to stop blaming people for where you are and start taking responsibility and accountability in order to get out, or in order to move on from where you currently are. If you're squatting 185 pounds today for 5 reps and you want to build some big tree trunks, you want to be a quadzilla, then by this time next year, you cannot still be squatting 185 for 5 reps. And if you are, there's nobody to blame except you. Take responsibility, take accountability, and that is when the game will begin to change. Thanks for checking out the video. It's your man, Fitman. Holla at a trainer when you see me at the center.